Hello, my dear apprentices. This is your coach, Mr. Magno, and we are going to look at a very simple lesson called perpendicular alignments, lines. So here's what I want us to do here. Circle the pairs of segments that are perpendicular. Now, remember the perpendicular means the lines make like a T, like an exact T. So let's examine these lines. I'm going to use my line tool. And as you can see, this one is the perpendicular. This will be perpendicular if it was going like this. It will make a T. So that is not perpendicular. Oh, look at this one. This one makes an L, a perfect L. So that would be perpendicular. So I'm going to circle it because that's what the instructions say. Circle the pairs of segments that are perpendicular. So remember, these are two segments that are together, are linked together in a corner. As you can see, this one right here has a perpendicular line, makes a perfect T. And another thing, if you think about this has angles right here. If you can create a 90-degree angle, that means it is a perpendicular line. Another thing you can do is if you connect these two, that will make a triangle. Let me use my my line. So this will be a line that will make a triangle, a right triangle. So that will know, you will know that that's a perpendicular line. So we are going to circle these perpendicular segments that are connecting. This one as well, as you can see, it is a 90-degree angle exactly where they meet right here. Let me see, my drawing is here. So if you can see this right here, that's a 90-degree angle. This one would be a perpendicular line. So this segment, if we can call this segment A, and this segment B connects with segment D, pretend that that's a D, and this is C. So segment DC is perpendicular to segment AB. Okay, so if you label this, that you will be able to know, for example, here we go, will be this, just to continue with the segments, this will be A, and this will be up here will be B, and the one on this left side, right side will be C, and the end of that opposite C will be D. So here we will have segments A, B. So this will be segment AB right here. From here to here will be segment AB. And from here to here, from C to D will be segment CD. So they are right there on this vertex. That's where they make each other perpendicular. So AB is perpendicular to C and D, CD. Another one that is, if you pay attention up here, let's label this first. Let's say this is segment X. This is segment the end of segment XY, and this is the segment XY. Let's call it this segment B and W. Okay, so we have segment XE and segment BW. So in here, you will say that segment, let me do this correctly, segment XEXY is perpendicular to segment BW, okay? And that's how you describe that one. Remember, this also can be described by using, for example, XY. And you will place a line on the top, and that means segment A with an arrow here. I remember that clearly. So that's what you call the segment. That will be segment Y. What is that? XY. And I'm going to move this so you can see the segment. There you are. So you can also label it in this manner. So here will be, the next one will be segment BW. BW. That will be the other segment that is perpendicular to the XY segment. and you will put a line up here with an arrowhead on the left and an arrowhead on the right. So those will be another way to do that. Now we're going to circle this as well because this is a perpendicular line. And here's the other reason why. We have a right angle exactly at this point. Actually, all around it, we have right angles on these ones. And another thing that when you have a perpendicular lines, they usually make a like triangles. Okay, I mean, look over here. This is a small triangle, and this is another triangle. So that's what happens when you have that kind of segments that are perpendicular to each other. Now we're not gonna select this one right here because this one, if we want it to be a perpendicular, it should be right here. So these two segments are not perpendicular. So that's the answer for this. And now it says in the space below, use your right triangle templates to draw at least 3 different sets of perpendicular lines. So let's do this. Draw at least 3 different sets of perpendicular lines. That would be simple. So you would grab 2 segments. Let me look at my line right here. Get the black one. So you can go make one this way. Did you see the triangle right there? Well, then you make the other one across like this. And it has to be straight. So that will be one set of perpendicular lines. So, and you can also label these lines. For example, this can be, once again, this can be A, this, and this is a B. So AB segment compared to the, let's see, let's call it this LM segment. Okay. So the segment AB is perpendicular to the segment LM. All right, so that will be one example. So they want us, on this assignment, they want us to do 3. So how about we make one in this manner there, and let's see, 90. Okay, almost there. So that's perpendicular as well. So we need one more set. Can we do one this way? And just make the line across. So remember, the lines can be meet like right at the end of one of the lines, but you can also extend that line. So this is what you do here on this assignment, and label the segments. So that will help you understand what the segments are. So this, for example, this will be segment Z, ZY, and this will be segment TR. Okay. So you can say the segment ZY is perpendicular to segment TR. If you do the same thing on this one, you will be able to read it that way. So let's see. So for example, this will be TR. That will be the TR segment. And this will be the WV segment. Okay. So you will say the T. Oh, that's not a T. That's an R. That's interesting. Okay, so let me see if I can fix this. Yes. So you will say segment TR, it's perpendicular to segment WV. And let me change that to V. Okay, that's the correction of the mistake. Okay, so make sure you are looking at this video, rewind it if you need it. And on this one, just follow the instructions. They say draw a segment perpendicular to each given segment. Show your thinking by sketching triangles as needed. So what they want us to do is draw a segment perpendicular to each segment. So remember, perpendicular means it has to make a right triangle. So in this case, for example, if I can start one from here, and that will make it a perpendicular line. Okay. How about this one right here? Well, I can just start from this end and go in every center, and that will be another set. And they want us to show the triangle. So I'm going to use a different color. So these will be a triangle. See that right there? That will make a triangle. Again, this one right here. So when you have perpendicular lines, they make triangles because the perpendicular lines have a, what do you call that? Have a 90-degree angles. So here's one line, and so we're going to draw the one that is perpendicular that is different from the other one. So let me do this one on the end right here. So I'm going to grab right here and just go right there. Yeah, that will make it perpendicular. See how straight it is? There's an L shape there. On this one as well, I can create another one, and this one would be, let's see, I want to do it different from the other one. Oh, how about starting from here and straight down? Okay, so that line would be perpendicular because it is making an L shape in which we see L 90-degree angles. Okay, so make sure you finish the last one. I will leave that one for you to ponder. Signing out, your coach. I hope this video is helpful to you to understand how two segments can cross each other or connect with each other and create perpendicular segments. Yeah. All right. Signing out, your coach, Mr. Mag.